Every cubing method has its own flaw. CFOP is high move count and plagued by rotations. Roux is efficient but relies heavily on intuition and awkward M-slices. ZB has like 800 algorithms. And layer by layer? Well, we don't really talk about layer by layer. But what if there was a method trying to optimize all the flaws of the mainstream methods? A method with moderate move counts, top-tier ergonomics, hardly any rotations, and simplified inspection and look-ahead. Introducing the Lau Method, also known as PseudoFOP. This method was proposed by Ralph Laurence I around 2 months ago. I am making this video because the original tutorial is quite difficult for beginners to follow, and this method deserves much more attention than it has received. The Lau Method is designed to maximize ergonomics while maintaining a competitive 52 to 56 move average. It aims to reduce rotations and make inspection easier using a concept called pole vision. Here's a short breakdown on how the method works. The Lau Method consists of 5 steps. The first step is BEO, which stands for base edge orientation, and during this step you basically create a cross like this, but you do not solve the last edge. And you make sure that you solve this cross on the side, so 2 of these like this and the last edge on the side. So you do not solve it like this or like this, but you solve it like this or like this. And you want to make sure that the cross is a D2 away from being aligned. So in this case, I will have to do a wide U move so that now these pieces are a D2 away from being solved, like this. If we use Lau terminology, this step would mean to create a pseudo base and align it to the opposite pole. The poles are the left and right sides of a cube, so you have to make sure that it's aligned to the opposite pole. This step can be done in 3 to 5 moves on average. The next step is IF2L, and it stands for inverted first 2 layers. It is the most iconic step of the Lau method. So basically, during this step, you will solve the 2 edges opposite of the pole where your cross is currently aligned at, and you want to solve the 2 corners between your cross. So for my case, I will be solving the blue and red edge and the blue and orange edge. I can see that the blue and red edge can be solved using an L prime move, and I can see that this is a good edge, so we can just move it on top and solve these 2 simultaneously. Next, we're going to be solving these 2 corners. I can see that the blue and orange corner is over here, so we can solve this using some keyhole. So move it here, move it out, move this back, and put it back in. And then we also have to solve the blue and red corner, which is over here currently. And we can just apply the same trick, keyhole, put it here, and insert. Finally, we realign to create this 2x2x3 block on the sides. The IF2L step has 8 to 60 moves in total. By keeping one face strictly in front, a concept called corpus front, you can track pieces on the side poles with ease, removing the need for any F or B moves or even rotations because you can just simply use wide U moves. This is called pole vision. The next step is LBEO, which stands for last base edge orientation, and you basically just solve the last cross piece. So in this case, I would just have to do this. The penultimate step is F2L proper and can be solved with approximately 10 to 60 moves. So during this step, you basically solve the last 2 F2L pairs. And this is the only step in the method where you have to rotate. So here I will rotate, solve this one, and finally solve the last pair. As a bonus, you can apply some advanced arc sets on the last pair, such as ZBLS, VHLS, or winter variation. And finally, we have the last layer, which can be solved using OLL or PLL or any other method. Laurence proposed using VHLS and VHLL, which is basically a simpler version of ZBLS and ZBLL. If you're enjoying this video so far, please like and subscribe to my channel to support me. Thank you so much. On the low end, the Lau method requires only 42 moves, and on the high end, it's about 67. Where you fall on the spectrum depends on how many algorithms you're willing to learn and your overall efficiency. The beauty of Lau is that it can be done entirely intuitively. But for advanced solvers, or for those of you who don't touch grass, Lau provides a heavy algorithmic approach that you can just spam for profit. So let's take a look on how many algorithms you need to learn. The first step, or BEO, can be done intuitively by everyone, so there are no algs needed for this step. The second step is where it gets interesting. For the edges, you can go full intuitive, or you can take the 2-look approach with only 17 algorithms. So for example, this edge, which needs to go here, can be solved using this. And most of these algorithms are just 3-move triggers that you already know, for example, this edge. Or you can also go full one look for the edges and learn 272 algorithms. For corners, I recommend staying intuitive and just using simple inserts and keyhole. But if you want to optimize, it is 23 algs for 2 look or a massive 506 algorithms for 1 look. IF2L is easy enough to plan during inspection, and it rewards flexibility with techniques like multi-slotting and wide moves. LBEO is really flexible as well, and you can do it easily, intuitively. Full LBEO is only 13 algorithms, and they are short, fast, and intuitive. Although a few do require some S moves. F2L proper is your standard territory. You can stay intuitive, or you can use 41 algorithms per pair. I have very instructive tutorials on advanced F2L and intuitive F2L linked in the description. So if you want to learn the Lau method or just CFOP, check these videos out. If you're feeling elite, you can solve the first pair normally, and you can solve the last pair using ZBLS. The last layer scales from 2 algs for beginners to 78 algorithms for standard OLL and PLL. If you use ZBLS in the previous step, you can close with ZBLL, which is 493 algs. So here is an overview of the amount of algorithms each type of cuber would need to learn. Most of us will fall into the systematic category, and while 172 algorithms sounds intimidating, it really isn't. If you already know CFOP, you likely already know OLL, PLL, and advanced F2L cases. That leaves you with only about 53 algorithms left to learn. And even then, half of the IF2L and LBEO sets are just single moves or 3-move triggers you already use. So if you're a CFOP user, you are realistically looking at only 30 new algorithms to master Lau, and most of these are intuitive anyway. We've talked about how the method works, we've talked about how many algorithms it can have. So how fast is Lau really? Well, assuming you use the 1630 algorithm variant of this method with top-level cubing skills, BEO can be done in 0.5 seconds. IF2L takes around 2.5 seconds. F2L proper requires half a second on average, and the last 2 pairs with ZBLS and ZBLL take around 3 seconds. So based on my calculations and estimates, a top-level cuber could in theory solve the cube in 6.5 seconds. Building a 2x2x3 block is a fundamental pillar of elite methods like APB, but for many, the purely intuitive nature of block building is a major barrier to entry. The Lau method changes the game by providing a step-to-step, intuitive way of solving this 3x3 block. In my opinion, the rest of the method does not quite hit the elite status of something like APB yet, because it still requires standard F2L knowledge. And because of this, it is not exactly the friendliest path for total beginners. However, it occupies a very interesting middle ground. So if you're a top-level solver who wants the efficiency of APB, but you absolutely hate intuitive block building, combining Lau's start with APB's finish is an incredibly viable hybrid strategy. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel to support me. If you want to buy some cubes, use the link in my description to see my recommendations and get a 5% discount. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this method and whether or not you want to see a full tutorial on this method. Share this video with your friends, and I'll catch you in the next one.